Stadium. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Bringing the heat. Open space at the 25. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. Finding some room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Man, that's one of those as an offense you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB. He's on that side of the football, probably because he can't control his body and even get that football.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his feet. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing.
They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
And I think QB's rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Arch Madness. Going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Fourth down, Manning fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pulls it in. It's Haas. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Manning got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. Like, you're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. Might have been a little bit safer, might not have got hurt. So, yeah, might not have been that bad of a living.
the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it fourth and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
The Rebels will come to the line to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To throw, Manning.
It's definitely too early.
Snags it and he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Breaks the tackle.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds got a little grass. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him, trying to get away. Quarterback gets the first down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning with a play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
There was no question on that 3rd down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route, great separation, looks the football in. It's a big explosive play for the offense now, setting him up in the red zone. They're looking to add to their lead.
He'll pitch it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
22. Blue 22. Red 20. Hot.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Pressure coming. And he never had a chance.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Slithers into space. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Here's Arch to throw. They're setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit it in the window for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Handoff for Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Texas offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Fourth down, Manning. Here's a heat. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Might be calling a hot route. Look up, there's a crease. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll give to Frazier. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Haas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On the move. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Rebels. He got it, beat down in bounds.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This